All right. How about one of you fine individuals give me a recall what happened, what occurred last session, please. Anyone?
Starting from the ending, there was this massive gangbang with a bunch of zombies and skeletons and things like that. There were like 20 of them or something.
Wasn't quite that
Because
many.
we had wandered down. Well, it was a lot, is what I was saying. It was dark. I couldn't see them all.
They
There
were
was an awful lot.
thieves.
Yeah, I know, people. Anyway, we managed to fight our way through them, surprisingly. Thanks mostly to Atlas, as I recall, who did a lot of work in clearing out the space.
Let's go, bro.
And
Impressive stuff.
yeah, really awesome. That was a razor dance thing. What was it called? That
Blade dance.
Blade dance. Yes, phenomenal, amazing. Um, yeah, so we managed to clear that out, and somebody help me with this. I remember something happened at the very end, like a warning or something, as one of them was dying. Help me out on that.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that, but I don't remember what it was.
Not quite a warning, something a little more sinister than a warning. Brucem got possessed.
Yes,
Right.
that's
I don't know
what
how I
happened.
forgot that.
Thank you. Yeah, Brucem got possessed by one of the ghosts or something that were
I thought it was
down
all
there?
three of them. I thought all three of them forced themselves into
Yeah, I
my
think it
hands.
was all three of them.
Wow, really crowded in there,
Yeah. And I'm a dwarf. There's only so much space.
huh? Oh my.
All right. So, excuse me. You have all delved into what we now know as the ruins to this old pre-frost war, but still a dwarven hold. Parts of it have been collapsed. We do have the entity of a large worm that's off somewhere very, very close, very much causing the potential cataclysmic destruction. The walls have been cracked, they have been shifted. The entire structure, entire underground area has been slightly shifted, as you've noticed with the some blocked doors as well as the broken esque of the terrain that you might have noticed on the map that gave interest to other parts of this little area. But we are going to pick up. Yeah, a bunch of stuff in my throat right now. One second. We're going to pick up where you delve into what looked like a bit of a grave esque area where these undead came to life, these skeletons, as well as you found the three surviving individuals from the town of Lenga, and they were afloat in the air, surrounded by this red magical essence, and they were turned into these beings that attacked all of you, but you fought back, you were able to defeat all the foes. Skeletons fall to the ground, the three entities, the three former individuals, now clearly dead, their bodies decay and decompose, like they got put into a state of just death instantly. But when they fell to the ground after the last blow was had, the energy, that red-esque magical essence, formed up into a sphere and immediately shot towards Brewsome. And all of you watched as it literally latched onto his upper body and then forced kind of this smoky essence of itself into the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the ears, all into the body of Brewsome. Brewsome, as it happens, you don't have the means to be able to do a reaction of yelling, or even for that matter of resisting. You might have put your hands to your mouth, trying to maybe claw, but your hands go through this mist, this essence. And then you retch as you fall to your knees as something fills into you. But before we go any further, we'll see how well it can latch on, if so. I want you, for the first roll of the game, Brewsome, as all of you watch as this occurs, go ahead and give me a spirit roll.
Any modifiers?
No modifiers. Give me 1 second, and I'll blow my nose.
Hey, not bad.
Right, well, let's put it this way. The last time I rolled high, I got possessed, so...
That was for a d20. That's from random chance. But this one is still going again. This was a skill, so target number is 4. So, as all of you watch as Brewsome gets kind of drawn to his knees, retching, coughing, all of you watch. What's everyone's reactions as this occurs? Vanya, what's your reaction?
That's what I'm thinking. So is he, like, you said he was retching, like he's throwing up?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So the first thing I'll do is I'll try to get down to him and try to see, like, if he was infected by something. Try to see if he's, he's breathing okay.
He's infected by something. He just watched as this thing went into his body. So most definitely
I
something
didn't know
happened.
that was visible to us.
Yes.
I didn't catch
to
that.
Everyone, yes, it's very, very visible.
Oh, my bad. Okay, all right. Okay, I was thinking it was like in comics where you can see the telekinetic pink stuff, but it's not really there. Okay. Well, in that case, then I think Vanya's first thought would probably be to try to knock him out, actually. So I think she would take the... Yeah, because, just not kill him, obviously, but knock him out so that, whatever these spirits are, they won't have as easy access to his body. So I think she's going to take the blunt end of her spear and just conk him over the back of the head with it.
Okay, so don't roll anything yet. You burst forward. Donsta, what's your reaction as you watch this happening? As you watch as Vanya bursts forward with her spear, about to essentially bonk him over the head with whatever the hell's going on. What's your reaction, Donsta?
I draw my spear as well, but I don't walk near him. Just in a kind of a defensive stance.
Gotcha. Looks like Mike is AFK for the moment. And Atlas, how about you? What's your reaction?
Atlas kind of like takes a step back and holds the handle of his weapon, just kind of like watching to make sure that nothing more dangerous happens, but not feeling confident enough to actually go towards him. Alice don't want to mess with the spirits.
Gotcha.
I'm here.
Oh, all
I'm
right.
just not up here.
Okay. Haldir, what's your reaction?
Well, his first instinct would be help him, but the thing that he doesn't have it.
Oh, you're breaking up really bad, Mike.
What was that?
You're breaking up really bad. I'm getting like every other word from you.
Give me a couple minutes.
Thank goodness, I thought it was just me.
What I gathered from that was I'm thinking he wants to go there and like open his mouth. That's what I think I potentially heard.
I heard help, and I'm just so glad.
Maybe he was singing a song too.
There's no bard in the
Yeah,
party.
I'm singing a song. Help. Somebody help.
I don't think so, buddy. You can't breathe at the moment. Your lungs are full of something.
Reconnecting to fix that thing.
All right, it's fine. Actually, because of the roll, so as you rush forward, I want to see how fast this occurs in timing. So I want both Vanya as well as Brewsome to go and give me agility rolls.
Okay,
Best
so
rolls.
agility rolls.
Yeah.
Bravo.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes.
right, let me do these rolls, and I'll have you do what you want to do, Mike.
So I'm pretty much doing nothing.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, that wasn't great.
Oh, that's good.
They're both threes. Roll again. We'll both re-roll.
Roll again.
Yeah, they're both threes.
Okay.
You can just click on the
Oh, yeah,
re-roll in the
do
card.
that. Yeah, I know. I realized that after I clicked on it.
Yeah,
I was like,
let's do
oops,
that.
oh, well.
Get used to that, those things. So on your card, just click on the re-roll icon.
So I guess I got another 3. I'm not sure.
No, didn't.
Hmm.
Yeah, you did. So
You didn't roll.
Brewstom's got a
Okay.
3, and you didn't re-roll yet, Vanya.
I did not re-roll again? Okay, I
No.
thought I did. I clicked it. Let me try again.
There you go.
Oh, okay, this is much better. Rolling up.
Yeah, you definitely got it. Okay.
Oh, no.
All right. All right, Haldir, back to you. So, what's your reaction as this is occurring? As you watch as Dosta pulls his spear, Atlas is at the ready, and we see Vanya coming forward with the blunt end of her spear, about to smash it over Brewstom's head. What's your reaction, Haldir?
What was it? His initial thought process would have been to try and heal him. Then realizing that I don't have my powers, I would just kind of like keep back and just wait and see what's going to happen.
Gotcha. All right. Looks like let's go back to the rolls. Vanya, you watch as this entity goes into Brewstom, and you got that burst of speed. Go ahead and activate your spirit card. Attack roll.
So the spear. Okay, got it. Doing that right now.
You will see a new option on there that should say non-lethal.
Looking for it. Oh, yes, there it is.
Click
Got
on
it.
that, and then go ahead
Okay.
and target Brewstom, since you are attacking a party member. Run some approved
Okay.
PvP. I'm okay with this one.
There we go. Got him targeted. All right. And I am very sorry. Here we go.
There you.
Well,
It does a hit. Roll damage.
okay. Weird that it's not showing up for me, but okay.
Oh, that's
not
a
very good damage.
horrible
but maybe
damage roll.
Just as well.
So, Brewstom, you
You
can
know what? I'm going to
vaguely...
bend the damage roll.
Don't worry about it.
Don't. Okay.
It's not needed. Brewstom, you're vaguely aware of some movement. You are mostly drawn to the fact that you are hunched over on your knees, dealing with whatever's occurring to you right now. But you also feel that thing in your body. Before, I want you to tell me, Brewstom, how you overcome. You can feel something trying to control you, trying to override your essence, your body, your mind. How you tell me how you actually throw it out of your body?
I suppose I would sit there clutching at my head, and the way everybody does, calmly whispering at me, "Get out of my head! Get out of my head!" I don't know, through sheer force of will.
All right. Well, that sheer force of will is what occurs, is what does it. All of you watch as struggling, Brewstom hits in the head, but unfortunately Vanya pulled the blow too much or just the wrong angle. Brewstom, you still fall to the ground. I want you to give me a vigor roll, Brewstom, at -2.
Okay. Figure -2. Bye.
Okay. Got a 0. You fall to the ground and you start shaking, you start trembling, Brewstom. You start actually going into a bit of a seizure. And all of you watch with the bodies of the skeletons, the other individuals that have perished on the ground, that in the seizure that Brewstom is doing, the exposed parts of his skin that's not covered by his clothing and armor or whatnot, you see leaking through the pores is blood. And then bit of that red magical essence starts to seep through. And as you are pushing through sheer will this entity out, it leaves. your body, Brewsome, but it does take a bit of you with it. Go ahead and take 1 wound, please, on your character sheet, as you all witness that blood starts to come from essentially everywhere on his body, and after a couple moments, it completely leaves his body and floats there in the air. No distinguishable form, but you can feel the malevolence. You can feel the evil of whatever this thing is. And before any further action can be taken, it kind of just fades away. And the area gets plunged back into the natural light of illumination that might be around. All right. The battle in this little area, you all survived, dealt with some unusual things going on, some phenomenon you're not quite sure what it might be. But after that battle with these numerous skeletons and whatever happened to the 3 surviving individuals, you are now fully, as you know, since you can see their bodies, alone in this place. But
Well, that's a relief.
then you hear
There's always a but.
these 3
Which 3? The zombie? I see
Right,
2
the
zombies.
2. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Other that 2.
Oh, here we go. This one's got a crown.
They uh, uh, and they start to moan, and they are in complete agony. You can see that their bodies have been completely wasted, as if all the nutrition, all of the meat, all of the nutrition has been sucked from their body. They look like skeletons almost, but they are alive and they are very, very hurt. And they're lying on the ground, and even just the movement of their bodies causes the skin on the joints or where there's movement to crack and start to bleed. And
Jeez.
even from their eyes, you can see tears from the pain they're going through kind of leak from their faces. And now, as the saying goes, from GM to my players, what do you do?
Well, Vanya's going to try to offer them some water, if that's possible.
I think Gruesome's
I mean,
gonna
try to
sit here.
hold it up to their lips. You know, they probably can't move to grab the water. But go on, sorry.
I was just gonna say I think Gruesome's gonna sit here in a level of shock for a little bit.
You're in a bit of shock. Vanya, as you go over to one of them, leaning down, you just go, "Help! So much pain!" And they're laboring to draw breath. They're on the verge of death. They're very much so, even compared to a Y from earlier on inside this area. These 2 are at death's door, essentially. What do you do?
Atlas, noticing what Vanya is trying to do, kind of like looks up and with a surprisingly blank expression just quietly says, "Honestly, I think we should just put them out of their misery. They are in an unbelievable amount of pain, and I don't believe we could save them. They shouldn't have to feel like this."
Vanya is speechless, but you can see in her face that she understands what Atlas is saying. She doesn't disagree. but she can't bring herself to be the one to do it. She's going to try to help them. Will they at least? Are they at least able to swallow any of the water that she's offering?
Slowly, but yes.
Okay.
Do we think we can find somebody in the town to fix this?
I don't think they'd make it back. I mean, what are we
We
gonna do? Put them on
never-
our back?
I was gonna say, we
I
never
mean,
know.
I can
I
teleport
mean,
us
even like a
back.
slight movement seems like agony to them.
Actually, that's a good point. Donster could bring them back.
I can teleport all of us back. It might be a little bit more difficult just based off of how many people I'm teleporting, but it's possible.
Can you teleport just them?
Yes, but then I would be out of the party and
Oh, okay.
whatnot.
We've already split the party once.
Here's the thing. It's not like they have a hospital back at the village, right? They don't have a high level cleric or somebody that could possibly help them that we're aware of, right?
There is a definite healer, but it is more of a healer of the herbalist arts, not the divine or magical arts.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
So,
I mean, outside of really strong magical healing, I don't know what would help these people.
Yeah.
So I think Atlas may have this one correct.
In that case, I would like to kind of kick my axe over to Atlas as if to say, you do it.
Atlas kind of looks at you with a disturbed expression.
Suppose I would just shrug my shoulders, kind of wander off into the corner a little bit.
Atlas kind of like looks between the others and goes, am I really the one to do this?
Vanya tries to ask them if they can even speak, in between her offering them water. She says, do you want us to end this for you?
One nods their head, the one with the bandana or the crown, as you mentioned.
Okay. Then Vanya does her best to kill this one, like as quickly and painlessly as she can manage, probably using like a knife or something like that, just a relatively quick kill.
You get the knife for a mercy blow, behind the neck, by the spine, instantaneous, no feeling at all. As you raise up his head, you can see that in that mix of pain in his face, even fear, you can feel that a slight sense of relaxation that very, very soon this agony is going to be over. He closes his eyes as you do the deed very, very quick. And as mentioned, no pain. Instantaneously, life leaves their body. The other one that is on the ground, he is in a bit of the same condition, but he's just got more of that willpower, more of that drive, more of that urge to go on. He's struggling. You can see him trying to lift his arms, trying to get up, but is pretty much at the moment incapable of possibly doing so. Now, I will allow a healing roll to potentially help out in this manner. To maybe do what you can to help and coax possibly the muscles of the body to do a bit of movement to get him potentially in a bit of a better condition, if possible.
Okay.
Or
Can I
Dawson can
roll
do the
survival?
that teleport.
Well, I was going to ask, as far as the healing goes, can I roll survival to support somebody who's trying to heal? Because, surviving in the woods also involves things like splinting and taking care of basic first aid type things. So,
I'll let you do a survival roll at -1.
okay. That's
Who wants
fair.
to? If
You put that up.
does anyone want to heal though? Besides, does anyone want to be a healer on this healing skill?
I don't
I
have the
do,
skill, so that's why I'm
but I
rolling
don't.
support. Oh, good news. I got an 8, so whoever does it gets a +2.
Yeah.
So even if you're unskilled, you're at least rolling without penalties. So
I do have the healing spell, but I don't.
you don't have the skill, right?
No. I have this. I have the power of healing,
But not the skill.
but I don't have my powers.
Right. What's it called? The reverse quickening? The siphoning? Yes.
Mhm.
Damn that siphoning. So none of us have healing? Well, okay. Well, who wants to try rolling it, with no negatives?
Could be a
then?
good advance to look at. I'll say.
Yeah, I know, right? It's weird in this whole party.
All right. Well, does anyone want to heal? You watch as Vanya is trying to help out, but does anyone step up to the plate?
I mean, I can roll, but it would be untrained.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
what I'm
have
saying.
the
You got a
healing.
+2 on it. You have a +2 on the untrained, so it balances out. So you're just rolling a d4 and a d6.
Well,
so.
the base roll would be at
Yeah,
-2 for healing also.
What?
So it
And
would
I
have
think
been
this is so
healing at
difficult to heal.
-4. Or sorry, it's at -2. So with untrained, it's at -4. But the +2, it's essentially a base untrained roll.
And I also have a -1 for things. So it would be a -3 for me.
Can I just roll
I
it
don't have
myself
any
then?
negatives, so I could
Or-
possibly do.
Too much time, unfortunately, has passed, and his eyes roll up into the back of his head, and he also, with fear trembling and a bit of pleading, you can't really hear what he is trying to say. Maybe a prayer, maybe asking for someone he loves, but he does die.
Can we tell they're from this village, right? These are
Yes.
two of the people who came together with them. So we have a reasonable idea of what religion and cultural expectations they would have for death and whatnot.
A lot of the people within the town follow Easter or Eartha, the god of essentially life as well as the god of the earth.
There's a
Okay.
the shrine in here. Was that a god of Earth?
It was.
Yes.
In that case, I suggest we bring the bodies over to there.
Yeah. Vanya can't say anything, but she helps. She'll pick one up and carry it as best she can, as respectfully as she can manage. They're probably very light, so shouldn't be too difficult.
That is true.
So the shrine was like around the corner, right?
It's
Around.
it's kind of back up the way we came and
Yeah,
across
so-
the main courtyard.
So we'll head back, and that if it'll let me. It's not letting me spin. Are we paused?
No. Should be able to spin.
Oh, okay. Maybe I did something wrong. Okay, now it's letting me spin. Well, I think it's my internet messing with me, but at any rate, I'm trying to move over to that area. So, you know,
You
can
just
let
drag
us
your
know
token.
if
You
things
might want to
happen
drag a token
on
to where they're at.
using the keyboard and the it does seem to let me click and drag with the mouse. Well, like I said, it probably doesn't matter that much unless something's happening on the way, right? So maybe you can let us know if something happens on the way.
That's
Like
like
teleportation.
You get there. All of you arrive back in that same area. As you enter into this room, first thing you notice is that it is different. The side statues have actually are no longer there. What's in their place now is rubble.
Were those statues of Eartha? I don't remember who they were statues.
They were statues of dwarves.
Okay.
Because I think this was a statue of Eartha.
It is, yes.
Mm-hmm. Right. All right. Well, Vanya probably doesn't know the exact rites that would be required, but she'll do her best. She'll ask, her dwarven friend if happens to know
I was
what
just about to say,
appropriate words should be said.
is it likely that I'll know as a dwarf?
You could definitely say some prayers as a dwarf.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's your religion. Makes sense.
I suppose I would say, something along the lines that I hope these souls find their way into whatever heaven or afterlife they believe in, and I hope that they find peace. Maybe relating some of it to stone. I don't know.
All right. You say the prayer. You put the bodies to rest inside the area. And that's where their bodies will remain.
Okay.
Now, you need to worry about getting out of here.
And we also need to give the jet fuel to the worm.
Yep. And I need
Sure,
to
get it.
think about the fact that I'm like an injury away from death, so let's play that in mind.
Well, do you want to just go back and leave the worms alone and hope we can get out without messing with them?
Absolutely
'Cause
not. Back down from a challenge.
Look, you're the wounded one. That's why I was asking.
I think as an aside, just kind of as we're leaving them, I would like to deposit some further coin on the table, and just kind of silently say, "Let them find peace, Earth Mother."
Yeah.
All right.
I'll drop 2 coins for the 2 people.
Yeah, I'll drop some coins for them too.
Why are you rolling for an axe? Don't do that. Just drop coins.
You attack the statue.
What?
as,
What happened to the statue?
as funny as that would be, please no.
That's why I deleted the card.
Just random outburst of rage at the offerings table.
Critically failed on our offering.
Actually, I actually like that
Why
idea.
did you click
Would you want to do that?
Why
I'll
would you
give
say
you. I'll give you a Benny, Bruce. If you want to actually let out a bit of aggression, maybe not on the statue, but maybe on the table, maybe on the area around you. I'll let you do that for a Benny.
Yeah, sure, why not? What do you want me to roll?
Nothing. But I want you to tell me, as you mentioned, in anger, what exactly do you do in a violent outburst?
I suppose, maybe toss the coins a little too aggressively at the table and punch the wall as I walk away.
No. I want aggression. For that Benny, I want aggression. I want something that is
Oh.
a little more than what you might have normally do. Something that is going to draw a bit of attention from your party members. I want to see some actual anger.
I suppose after I deposit the coins, you know, I stand there with my hand on the desk, holding my axe, and with a large yell, take a swing across the desk, knocking all the jugs and pottery and things off.
I'll watch.
Now you act, says Vanya. The man was lying there dying, and you just stand there drooling on your goddamn beard. Please don't take that personal. This is good character stuff.
Yeah.
Vanya is genuinely pissed at all of you.
Yeah, all of you kind of hesitated.
I mean,
Well,
she's
Vanya
unarmed.
didn't.
I mean, she's not like threatening. She's not like threatening anybody. Like, she's unarmed, but like, she's just like staring angrily at all of you. Waiting,
Atlas,
daring somebody to say something.
with his usual blank expression, stares directly at you and just quietly says, "I have my reasons," and then just walks out of the room.
Unfortunately, there's only one way out. She doesn't want to follow you. She just sort of stands with her back against the wall and just looks grumpy as shit.
Suppose I stare at you and with I forget, the word escapes me. Not a sigh, not quite a huff. I suppose with a low murmur, kind of just follow Atlas out of the room.
How do y'all continue forward?
Before I leave, I actually pick up a stone off of the ground and I use elemental manipulation and make a small Eartha statue and I place it on the table.
That's nice. Yeah, Vanya wanders off. Same direction as the rest of you, obviously. There's only one way to go.
Haldir? Anything from you? Just a bit of inter party, a little bit of tension between the party.
Yeah, and again, I want to emphasize this entirely in character, okay? I like.
Oh,
that
yeah, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Just because I have a beard doesn't mean I think that you think that I'm drooling into my beard.
All right.
Yeah. Well, it is. We do still have a worm to kill, if nothing else. There's no one left to save, but we do have a worm to kill. So let's see if we can do that. He says.
Well, are we good enough to be able to go back to that room that we skipped over, or should we just head out?
We skipped a room. I don't remember that. That seems like a good plan.
Yes, there's a room.
We couldn't get one of the doors open.
Yeah, there's a.
Oh right.
I thought we didn't try it because we could hear what sounds like hissing behind it, and all of us.
Well, that's why I said if we were good enough, would we be able to go to that room, or do we need to just head out?
So real quick, everyone in the middle, so I can get it showed. So we do have a door here to the south. We also have the door to the far north east that had the portcullis, as well as the one to the northwest that was with this noise that was kind of wedged in. And then also remember we had a lever right here.
Oh,
Oh,
did
yeah.
we not throw that lever yet? Okay. Thank you for reminding us. It's really hard to remember these things on the map.
Mhm.
Well, maybe we can try. Oh yeah, didn't the lever have a like it was written in Dwarven what it was for? Or
Yeah,
was that a
it was-
different?
Yeah, I thought we pulled the lever because we read it.
yeah, I thought it was for the portcullis.
Okay, all right, so you got that. Okay, yeah. So portcullis did open.
Okay, cool. Then all right. But we haven't gone through it yet, right?
No.
No.
Okay. Well, let's go that way then.
Might have to give me a second. I'm just currently mopping up a bit of blood. Apparently, my violence
Oh, right.
in game has made me bleed in real life.
Oh my! I didn't mean to yell at you that hard. I'm sorry.
Right, I'm back.
That wall is gone.
Okay.
But everyone meet up.
I always. Yeah, I'm still. I'm refreshing yet again to be able to control Vanya. I had her for a second there, but I lost her.
Are you
My screen is just
yeah, I wanted to
really
move
laggy for some reason.
Hmm.
Is anyone else laggy?
Nope.
No.
I've been laggy since before I started the game,
Okay.
so I
I
can't
think I'm
blame it
getting
on
a
anything
slight
on
delay
this
on my inputs, but I'll just refresh real quick. See if that fixes it.
Okay.
If not, it's livable.
I was thinking about maybe restarting my connector, but it's taking about 10 minutes to do.
Oh. See
We can take a quick break. I was thinking about trying to my computer and plug it in directly to the modem instead of doing the Wi-Fi thing. See if that helps.
Do you want to take a small break and have me restart my computer or restart my connection? See if that might help out a little bit.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
All right.
We'll be back in a sec then.
All right. So we'll
I'll
close the
also
server.
be back in a sec while I go grab some tissues.
All right. If you're editing anything right now, edit really quick because I'm actually going to close out the server since I need to actually restart my connection. So.
Okay.